Sheffield United's 8-0 home defeat to Newcastle was so bad that one fan was spotted reading a book right in the stadium just not to keep watching the game. Whether she was reading the Bible to pray for her team or the history of the championship, we don't know. What we do know, and the Premier League table suggests, is that the Blades are in trouble if they don't pick up. But are they really so bad that they don't belong at this level? Let's see. The freak result aside, United's scorelines this season haven't been too bad. The other 4 games they lost by the tiny margin of 1 goal. Their only point came at home to Everton, which is also the only game they've scored more than 1 goal in. With the benefit of hindsight, you can see that the Blades were unlucky in at least half of those games. They were unbelievably close to snatching points from Man City. City still dominated the game, but Kyle Walker gave away an awkward error, allowing United to equalize late in the game. And although Rodri recovered the lead immediately, the Blades had a fabulous moment to equalize again. Anel Ahmedhodzic literally had no right not to score from the position he was in, but he failed to connect the cross. United were also very close to beating Everton at home, but Jordan Pickford was a man possessed. His double save from an extremely close distance in the final seconds of the game saw the ball deflect onto the bar twice. But perhaps the most bitter pill to swallow has been the 2-1 away defeat to Spurs. The Blades were leading as late in the game as in the 7th added minute of the second half, but folded to a rampant Richarlison. Not that their football in that game was pretty, and Opta's XG map suggests the scoreline was very much deserved. The timing of the goals, however, rankled with United's fans and head coach Paul Heckingbottom, who lamented the refereeing. Something needs to be done now. The referees are killing the game. They've got obsessed about time wasting and yellow cards. The officiating is appalling. Obviously, Heckingbottom wasn't pleased with so much time added on, although on the other side of the fence you've got Spurs and neutral fans blasting his team's time-wasting tactics. Why do they take to dirty tricks? Well, the answer is, have you seen their squad? The Blades still have a number of footballers who had played for Chris Wilder 4 years ago, like John Egan, Chris Basham, Oliver Norwood and Oli McBurney. While loyalty in football should be celebrated, the other side of it is that the club may be slow to upgrade even despite the promotion. They also sold their best player Iliman Ndiaye last summer. Not only did they lose 14 goals and 11 assists in Ndiaye, but also their most effective footballer in pressing. They did get some decent players in, including Cameron Archer from Aston Villa. The young striker scored 11 and assisted 6 in just 20 games for Middlesbrough in the Championship last season, and is the most natural replacement for Ndiaye. But it seems like the squad is still lacking in quality. With goals difficult to come by, they will have to rely on goalkeeper Wes Fotheringham and a lot of luck. Up front, it has been a tall order to score goals. Expected goals reflect the dire situation for the Blades. For all the games they could have drawn or won, they're still second worst by XG in the Premier League as it stands. In fact, they're one of the few teams in the bottom half who overperform their XG. This means that the 4 goals they have scored so far is about as deserved as it can be. All of this means that Sheffield United are in for a very long season. But United's troubles may be part of a bigger trend. The 3 promoted teams occupy the relegation zone, are yet to win a game and only have 1 point apiece. At the same time, if you take the final championship standings from the last campaign, these were the 3 top sides. Sheffield United in particular got 91 points, which is very good. And at the same time, you've got Burnley. Vincent Kompany's team took the championship by storm with over 100 points, but have struggled in the Premier League. The opening 25 minutes aside, the Clarets could do nothing to break down a sleepy Man United at home. Luton Town, for all their efforts, could only get 1 point against Wolves despite playing with 1 man up for an hour. And 2 of their 3 goals this season have been penalties. So as it stands, the promoted teams look largely unprepared for the season, and it's not just about Sheffield United. Too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Premier League may be the correct way to describe these teams. But maybe we are proven wrong. Fortunes can change quickly in the Premier League, and history knows a bunch of relegation prison escapes. If there is one stat in favor of the promoted teams, it's that the last and the only time all the three new teams got immediately relegated was in the season 1997-98. Barnsley, Bolton and Crystal Palace found the league too difficult to handle. Can Sheffield United, Luton Town and Burnley beat the odds and stay up? Let us know your opinion in the comments, and if you enjoy the analysis, like the video and subscribe to our channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified about the next episode, and see you in other videos.